Hello and welcome to freedomthroughastrology.com. My name is Alan Patak. I'm your astrologer and I'm giving you the keys to living a successful and happier life. Freedomthroughastrology.com is my name, email contact information, and I'm an FCEA certified astrologer. And this is the astrological forecast for the week of October 9th through October 15th, 2023. Our featured transits for the week. The moon is going to have us in a slow week. We only have a few signs being transited here. We begin the week in Cancer, take a long stretch through expressive Leo before we get down to work with Virgo. So a very calm week, so to speak, with the moon. On the bright side, Pluto goes station direct. So it means it stops looking like it's going backwards in the sky and it's making the transition to moving forward. So outward expression. Saturn, we have a number of transits with Saturn this week. The great work of your individuality and learning who you really are and being yourself. And we have some aspects to Chiron as well, inner healing, very important. And at the end of the week, we have an eclipse with the South Node. So this is specifically with the South Node. North Node's not involved in this quite yet. So it's more about releasing than it is about bringing in. And let us go to here. Oops. Okay, and we begin. Excuse me. We begin the week. We're just finishing up with the moon in Cancer. We'll be finishing up with that moon in Cancer, transitioning into Leo. It's time to be gentle with yourself, be a little nurturing, take time to heal, restore. Nice that this is happening on the weekend, calming yourself down. Be open to people who can help you heal. Who are you calm around? Who you feel good around? Time of peace and quiet and rest will be welcome. Playing the victim, the shadow of Cancer, playing the victim will push away those that you need to help you actually heal. So, time to nurture and heal yourself. Be open to other healers. And let's clear that. Also, this was a biggie. Mars in Virgo. Whoops. In a square to Pluto in Sagittarius. Um, Mars in Virgo wants to do the good work, wants the challenge. The square means it is going to be a challenge. Pluto in Sagittarius is about releasing and letting things go. Releasing what? Bad ideas, bad spiritual ideas, religious ideas, ideas that have held you down and held you back, programming effectively. So this is a time to face the challenge of doing the deep inner work, facing the deep inner truths, and do the work of facing and healing the deep wounds related to your beliefs. What are your deepest beliefs? Are they real? Let go those that are holding you down and holding you back. Your energy may be intense mentally. Of course, Pluto is a very intense planet. I still call it a planet. All hail Pluto. Great planet to work with when you learn what it's here to do, which is help you heal the wounds. You have the strength to handle this, and these are very deep wounds. And key thing here, this is the shadow. The shadow is pointing out everybody else's problems, or just digging the wounds deeper and just getting angry about it or playing a coward, not wanting to face the situation. That's how you ruin this transit. This is a very powerful opportunity for healing. I like to tell people when you have a square, that's tension. You look at the pyramids, they've lasted for thousands of years based on how they were built. They were built on perfect squares. So what you build here is going to last. Releasing the bad ideas that are holding you down will open the door for good ideas lifting you up. And we have one more. Venus in Leo right here in opposition to Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is retrograde, so this is an internal work. So Venus is about relationships, creativity. Saturn's doing the great work of your life, becoming who you really are. In Aquarius, who are you as an individual? So take time to be alone so you can figure out, who am I? Who are my real friends? How am I creative? Taking time to be alone will help also reduce the stress in life, and find the art, music, whatever that appeals to you, and the friendships and relationships that appeal to you. Also, music. Venus also deals with music. So look at all the different arts. What helps you calm down and just be you? And what is it that you like? Never mind the top 40 lists. Looking at your relationships as well. How can you be more reliable, loyal, and committed in these relationships? And this is about you. Um, People can help you in this time, are confident, very self-confident. Retrograde also, they're quiet and calm. They're not going to stick out like a sore thumb. Waste this opportunity and you can become even more lonely, even more shallow, and just become a carbon copy of what everybody else in the world is. And we all see that. And oppositions are learning how to balance this so things can work in harmony. Ideally, you're learning to be alone with yourself and learning to have that quiet time. Going to be very good. Failing this, you can become very stressed out and actually drive people away from you, creating worse loneliness. So that's where we're starting the week. Those are last week's transits. And Monday the 9th. Hold on a second. Let me pull this over. Yeah. Monday the 9th, we have the moon entering Leo. Where is it? Right here. The moon enters Leo on the 9th. This is going to be a long transit. Leo in the visible sky is one of the three largest signs, I should say. One of the three largest signs. The only ones larger than Leo, if I understand correctly, are Pisces, and Virgo is the biggest in the sky. So Moon in Leo, here's the time to learn to stand up and express yourself emotionally. Moon, your emotion, your souls. Leo, wanting to express that. Leo wants to be seen, and the moon's your emotions. Expect opportunities during the next several days, Monday, Tuesday, I believe into Wednesday-ish. Oh, it's on up to the 12th, so 9th through 12th. So you've got a couple of days here where you can express what is going on inside you. Be careful of playing to the crowd. There's a difference between being your authentic self and who you really are and who people want you to be. You want to be you. Be careful of playing to the crowd. You're not going to give you the appreciation you're really craving. Because as long as you're, think about it, all these different people have all their different opinions. How do you please everybody? You try to please everybody, you please nobody. Please yourself. Be your authentic self. People will appreciate you even more. And let's do this other one, right? And hold on a second. I want to get it so it says this actually. This happens very late Monday night into Tuesday morning. The change, Pluto will be station direct in Sagittarius. Station direct, retrograde means it looks like it's moving backwards in the sky. It really isn't. It's just our perspective on the Earth. It is now moving station direct, so this may be an intense time. It looks like it's standing still, so this energy may be more intense, and then it will be moving forward. So station direct. Sagittarius is inviting you to heal the wounds of bad religion and damaging belief systems. So ideologies that you may have held onto that are actually holding you down and back from who you really are. Pluto's here to dig them up and heal you of them and let them go. Retrograde is a time of reflection and replacement. The work you did on the inside will now be worked out in the world. So the retrograde time of healing. What were these beliefs? I don't like them. Let them go. Now you're going to have an opportunity to do this out in the real world. Failing this period and this transition may lead you to being even more defensive, more dogmatic in your beliefs, and can lead to attacks on those that you consider the other. Hi, Toes. Come on over, girl. Yeah, currently on my lap, I have Kit keeping my lap warm. It is a chilly day this Sunday. And over in the window is Toes crying. I love my cats. So that's what Sagittarius is about. It's about healing these wounded belief systems and releasing them so that you can embrace new belief systems and ones that are more authentic to you. And let's clear that out. Oops. And on Tuesday, here we go. We have the Sun in Virgo in opposition to Chiron retrograde in Pisces. So the Sun is your ego, your identity. And Chiron is the ability to heal, is the ability to heal. Pisces represents spirituality and the ability to transcend situations and let them go internally. This is Chiron is retrograde, so this is an internal healing, internal transcending, internal letting go of spirit of I'm going to say bad spiritual beliefs, bad spiritual ideas, your inability to stand back and see a bigger picture and just let things go, ride the waves, etc. This is a time of doing some inner healing in your life. Be aware of those around you. Be aware of those who are healers and who can help you in the various capacities, especially spiritual healing, because Pisces is said that Pisces does is the sign that affects as governed by spirituality. Missing this opportunity lead a sense of identification with the wound rather than healing it. So you could make this wound even worse. And since this is retrograde, this is an internal healing. This is not out there in the world. This is more private. Ways you can do this is through meditation and private practices like that. And like I said, this is an opposition. So this is balancing. Sun, the ego wants to do the work. The thing is this work is internal, so it's not going to be able to be seen per se. So just it's knowing that and keeping the mind and the ego occupied, saying, look, doing the meditation or doing whatever spiritual practice you're doing is doing the work, because the ego does like to be seen in a way. But this is a good time of healing. Here's the drawings. Got to close this out. On the 11th, I want to make sure this kicks up. Oh. Oh, this happens again. This is a lot of late night transits here this week. So a lot of things are going to be happening or beginning when you're at rest. So if you're finding the energy a little intense at night, that is why. We have, again, Mars, good old Mars in Virgo. Is in a trine. Trines are good. They're healthy energies. They're easier to work with. Two, oops, sorry. This is the trine line. Just gonna draw it like that. Mars wanting to do the good work is in a trine being supported by. This is an easy energy to work with. Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Saturn is doing the great work, Aquarius, of you being authentic and you being who you really are. So you're learning about who you really are, thinking about it. Again, retrograde, the internal work. So this is you having the courage to do the work and to defend your right to be the great work of your life. People may ask you, or you may feel like, why am I doing this? The ego doesn't like change. Let's be honest. People don't like changing, but this is the opportunity for you to change, and you've got the energy to make changes in your life to be different, being your authentic self. And that is the great work here of you being your authentic self, the person you came here to be. Challenges to your integrity may arise. Know that you have the strength and the character to meet them. So this is a lot of deep inner work. And again, it's about you being who you really are at heart. Failing these tests can lead you to feel defeatist in your thinking and pessimistic about the future. becoming a carbon copy of other people just to fit in. That's not what you want to do. And for that to happen, Mars would feel like, why bother? Why doing this work? It's just so hard to do. Just easier to be a copycat. Instead, reap the greater reward. Who am I really? Do the work, become that person, and know that you do it first internally before you do it externally. So what you decide to do here will, in the excuse me, what you decide to do in the internal world when Saturn goes direct is what you're going to see in the external world. And I want to see, nope, got a little bit more in here. Here we go. We have the moon. This is another long transit, and we will have the moon here for, I believe, pretty much the rest of the week. This is the moon in Virgo, and you feel the need to learn something emotionally and you're open to it. The moon is your emotions, your soul. Virgo is a perfectionist. It wants to do the work, wants to be found skillful, wants to be found capable. So you feel that you need to learn something, you're open to it. Opportunities arise through mentors that want to help you. So during the rest of this week, from the 12th through the end of the week, you will run into people who do want to help you achieve this goal of learning new skills, feeling useful, being helpful. Um, be careful. Virgo can be a worry wart and feel pessimistic. Be careful of falling into worry and wasting this opportunity. Things might not happen right away, but no, throughout this time, people will step forward to help you learn what it is you want to learn, you need to learn. The teachers will arise. When the student is ready, the teacher will arise. Well, emotionally, you're ready. Be patient for the teacher. And, whoops, let me clear this out. Clear all drawings. Friday the 13th, we get a Friday the 13th. There are aspects that are going on, is what's going on. I am the 13th child of my family and the 7th son. So who knows? Maybe I'll do a special on Friday the 13th. Haven't figured that out. It'll be in the newsletter. Okay. On the 14th, I'm going to pull this down. Get to the 14th. We have, first of all, I'm going to do this in order of the events. Pull this up. Come on. We have Mercury in Virgo doing the work of learning and communication, is now in opposition to Chiron in Pisces. And again, Chiron is healing, Pisces, spirituality, the ability to transcend your deep inner world, whatever you want to call it there. And be open to learning how you can heal your spirit and your spiritual nature. That's what this is about. Learning, listening, learning, writing, communication. I'm going to put a greater focus on the listening and learning part. Write down notes, always good. What you write down, you can remember. So do take notes. Maybe your suggested books, reading, always another one. Be open to learning how you can heal your spiritual nature. Ideas may come forth through conversations, books, also listening that can help you heal your inner world. You always heal the inner before the outer. Sometimes it starts external, outside, and then comes to the internal, then remanifests. People who can help you may have a spiritual sense to them, maybe recognize as spiritual teachers. Hold on a second. The solutions that you come into, or lessons, you may have never heard these before. And be careful that you know it all, that you've heard it all before. Wasting this opportunity to learn can have you feeling inadequate in your spiritual growth. Like, why is this person doing better than me? I'm this, and like they're blowing me away. Well, if you think you know it all, the fact of the matter is you don't. And this is an opposition. So balancing, let's get away from the tug of war. Let's make sorry, put the triangle in there. Make a balance these, the willingness to learn and the needing and the desire to heal. balance the two. And when you have that balance, then the healing comes, and it comes nicely. Clear this out. And Saturday, give you the exact time of the eclipse. This is in Western New York, by the way. The eclipse will be occurring between 12 and 4. It goes exact right before 2 o'clock, 13:59, which is 1:59. This is based on my where I am. But you have, whoops, let me do something here really quick. It's not popping up because I want to get the south node in there. There we go. Whoops. Sun, moon, and south node all together. So this is a conjunction of the sun, moon, and the south node. So this is, of course, a new moon. Great for initiating, great for starting, and because it's conjunct the south node, releasing those things that are holding you back in life. Let's begin. Eclipses are times of intense energy, so this may be intense, but it presents a great opportunity for growth and change. And the growth and change that is happening in this time is recognizing with the south node, recognizing the habits and patterns that you are using to hold yourself back in life through perfectionist attitudes, nitpicking, negativity, etc. That's the negative of Virgo. So we're recognizing the unskilled expression of Virgo here. So the south node places the focus on that. Where are you hesitating in your life? Afraid to take action? That is going to become apparent during this time. And again, this is the opportunity to release. This is specifically a south node. So right now, this is releasing. Up later on this month, we'll have aspects to the north node, which will be about integrating. So the south node places focus on that. Where you hesitant, this can lead to doubt and self-criticism. So where are you criticizing yourself? How are you criticizing yourself? Pay attention to that. A place for release. A mental attitude can influence your emotional state and further drag you down. Dwelling on the past, keep you from looking on the future. You know, this is what I've always been. I've never been able to. This is a time to sit down and say, you know what? I have an opportunity to let this go. Virgo's aim is perfectionism, and I always tell people with strong Virgo in their chart, which I have myself, the true definition of perfection is doing the best you could at the time, or the best you can at the time, with the knowledge, skills, abilities, talents, information, resources that you had at that moment. Virgo always looks back, hindsight 2020. No, it's not always. And you say, oh, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. Rather than using that, saying, next time I run into a situation, I could do this and improve and learn, they use it to criticize and hold yourself back. Be aware of how you do that. Now is a good time to release it. And this is a conjunction of the sun and moon. So this is a time to practice a little TLC with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Tender, loving, caring. You need it. Know that you may be a little moody, and this is going to be a very strong because of the south node, maybe a little bit more moodier. I'll write you a prescription for dark chocolate if you need it. Focusing on this can also have you feeling mechanical or turn you into a drama king or drama queen. Mechanical comes from the Virgo. The drama king, drama queen comes from the sun and the moon being conjunct. And note, and I have this written as a note on the blog, this is a time of noticing and releasing the bad habits and patterns that are holding you back. Think of this as cleaning house before adding in the new habits. Basically, and to give you an analogy here, if you're going to paint a room, the best thing to do is get everything out of the room, clean the room, throw down your tarps, and then paint. Trying to paint while things are still in the room, you make a mess. So it's cleaning out this entire room or this entire part of your life, setting down the tarps, and getting ready to paint. Okay? So let me clear, remodel, whatever it is you're going to be doing. So there you go. Let me minimize this, and pull up this. And thank you for taking the time to watch this. This is my website, freedomthroughastrology.com. If you click on this out of the way, click on the subscribe button. That will take you to a page where you get to sign up for my newsletter. Just need an email address. I send out one email newsletter a week. Sorry about that. I send out one newsletter a week telling you of the weekly transits, something a little astrological insight, news about bonuses or any sort of promotion that I have, or places that I'm going to be. By the way, Alchemy of Spirits this Saturday and Sunday. If you'd rather do live one-to-one in person than Zoom, I will be there. Sign up on the web through the website. I'll show you how to do that. So, but sign up for the newsletter here. Get the newsletter, get these transits and everything first. Book an appointment, live one-to-one. You can schedule me via Zoom. If you want to meet with me one-to-one, face-to-face, at the Alchemy of Spirits, this is how you would schedule it. And I do birth charts, karmic past life readings. You have a trauma from the past life. I can tell you what it was, how it was created, and how you release it. And then the monthly transit readings. These are the predictive readings. This is what's going on in the sky and what you can expect and how it applies to you. Can't do the live via Zoom, or you can't make it to the live events. You can always, under services, I do recordings. Get a recording, and then we do a follow-up session with you, a very short one, depending on the recording. And anything I do live, I do one-to-one. So the birth chart, karmic chart, and the various transits. You got to change that. And that's that. So, and again, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. Like, follow, share. I've got to figure out how I messed up the YouTube account, that it's not showing up for some reason to other people, but hey, people are finding it and getting to it. That's great. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good week. Be careful with yourself. Give yourself some plenty of TLC at the time of the eclipse. Thank you very much and have the best week possible.